So hello everyone, welcome to GeekNerd. Today we are going to solve the 13th question of array, that is tapping rainwater. Okay, this one. Okay, so previously we have solved the 12 question of arrays. If you want to solve this, then there is a link in the description. You can click that and access this GeekNerd SD sheet, and with that you can click over here and click any question, and you will redirect to that particular question, and you can solve that. And if you face any problem, then you can access the videos, and that this is here, and you can click over here and you will redirect to that video solution. Okay, for now today we have tapping rainwater problem. So we'll click over here and we are redirected to the question. Okay, so tapping rainwater. So let's read this question. Given an array ARR with non-negative integer representing the height of block, if the width of each block is 1, compute how much water can be trapped between the block during the rainy season. So here we have given a array which contain non-negative integer, and each integer is representing the height of the block. Okay, and the block width is 1 centimeter or 1 unit. Okay, so there is a rainy season. So if we have different height of blocks, then it's a general thing that the water will be there, like water will be stored in between the blocks. So it is asking us how much water will be stored. Let's understand it better with the example. So here there is an example. We have array 3 0 1 0 4 0 2. So at first we have 3 length of block, then 0 there is no block, then 1 there is a 1 length of block, then 0 there is no block, then 4 is a 4 length of block, then 0 there is no block, and 2 there is a 2 length block. So if it rains, then of course the rain water level for this will be 3, because we have 3 length block in the left side, and in the right side we have 4 length block. So as the water stays in the level of the lowest block, because the extra water will be flow from this side, right? So so water will be also here water will be stored in the level of height of 3, and here the water will be in the level of 2. So if we count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, so there is a 10 unit of water. So we written the answer as 10. So how to solve this type of question? I hope you understood the question. If not, then wait. I will explain it more. You can understand by that. Okay. So let's go to the Excalibur website and understand this question better, more better. So this is a diagram. I took it from the example. Okay. Hmm. So okay, here. So it's raining. Okay, so of course the water will be stored. So suppose let's take example here only, here and here. If it is raining, the water will be stored here, right? Water will be stored as there is a boundaries in the both side. So water will be stored. Okay, but when it reaches this level, after that the water will flow from this side, right? Flow from this side. So it's a normal thing that if there is a two block and there is a space between the two block, the water level will be the height of the lowest height of the two block. If it is a 2 height and if it is a 4 height, then the water level will be in the 2, because the extra water will be flow from the outflow flow in the outside. Okay, so here the water level will be 2. Okay, So how to solve this type of question? So understand, I will take this as example. So here we have one height of block. Okay, here it has three height of block. Okay, it has three height of block, and here we have four height of block. Okay. Okay. So if we go left of the current block, left of the current block. So what is that? Here it is 0 height of block, and here we have 3 height of block. If we find the maximum height that is there in the left side of this current block, if we are in this block, then we will find maximum height will be 3, because you have 3 block. Okay, if we go right side of it, then we have 0 here, we have 4 here, we have 0 here, and we have 2 here. The maximum is 4. Okay, so we can say that there is a block of maximum height to 4 here, and here we have 3 height block. So as we understand from this example, the level of water will be is equal to the lowest height of the block, right? So it's a general thing that if we find the 3 height, then the water will be at the 3 level. So here we can see that the water is in 3 level. As we have one height of block and the water level is 3, so here we are getting 2 level of water for this block. So what we are going to do, we are going to check left side and find the maximum height of the block. Go to the right side and check the maximum height of the block. Out of the both, which one is the minimum? That will be the level of the water. Okay, but the content of water will be differ because there is a one height of block. So what we are going to do, like as we are getting 3 and 4, the minimum of it will be 3 and minus 1, that is 2. So we are getting 2. Okay, let's check for this one. Okay, so here we have 0 height. If we go to the left side, there is a 3. If we go to the right side, there is a maximum height of 4. So minimum of it is also 3. So we are getting 3 height. Okay. Okay. Now let's check for this one. Okay. So we have 0 height of block. If we go to the right side, the maximum is 2. If we go to the left side, the maximum is 4. Out of 4 and 2, which is minimum? 2. So we are getting 2 height of the block, 2 height of the water. Got it? So let's take another example if you are not able to understand this. Okay. Okay. So let's have this and have a block here, then here block here, and then I will maintain a space, and here let's the height is here is 5, then here 4, here 3, and here 0. Okay. Okay, and have a height of 2 also here. Okay, if it rains, then the water will be filled to this and this. So here water will be in this. Okay, and here it's 0, right? So let's start from here. Okay, from the second one. So what is the maximum block size to the left? That is 5. What is the maximum block size to the right? That is 4. Ah, and the first question that might come to your mind, that is why do we start from this second block? Why don't we start from the first one? Because as it is in the corner one, we will not have water above it. It's the general thing, right? So even in the last and the first one, we will not have water in that things. Even if we have the greatest block attached to, like the longest block attached to the first one, will not have water in it because water will flow from that side. Okay, so we are not checking for the first block or either the last block. We are going to check in the between block. Okay, so here we have 3 length block. If we go to the left, we have 5. If we go to the right, then we have 4. Okay, so what is the minimum? 5 and 4? 4. The water level is in the 4th level. Getting it? So 4 minus 3, because the block is 3, so the water level is 1. So here we are getting 1. Okay, now go to the second one, the third one. So here we have 0 height of block. Okay, if we go to the left, 5 is maximum. If we go to the right, we have 4 maximum. So the 5 and 4 minimum is 4, so the level of the water is 4 only, and you can see that there is a level of the water is 4 exact to the height of this block. So um, so here the height is 4, so 4 minus 0, 4 minus 0 is 4, so we have 4 length of water. Okay, okay, now check this one. Okay, here it is 4, huh? And if we go to the left, we have 5. If we go to the right, maximum is 2. So here we are getting uh, the level of water as 2, but if you check the height is 4, we can't have level 4. So if we get a minimum of the both the high like, if we check the highest minimum of the left highest block and the right highest block height, and we are not we are getting lesser than the current block, then we will consider as a 0. So here 0. So we have to check that also. We could not have a negative water level, right? So here we can't have 2 level of water because the block is of 4 size. Okay, now here the last one. So here if we go to the right, there is 2 length. If we go to the left, the maximum is 5. From out of 2 and 5, the minimum minimum is 2, so the length is 2, so 2 minus 0, that is 2. If we add all this, then the answer is 1 plus 4 is 5 plus 2 is 7. The answer will be 7. If we calculate that, let's divide it. 1, 2, 3, here 4. Okay, we divide it also, and here 1, 2. So if you calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the answer is 7. I hope you might understand this approach. So let's convert this into code. Okay, and it will be a very easy solution, I think. Okay. So what we are going to do, um, okay, if we check here, like we are starting from the first index, right? So we'll have a first index. So for int I is equal to 1 till which index? Second last index, right? So I should be less than n minus 1 I plus plus. Okay. So the length of the array will be int n is equal to arr dot length. Okay. So we are going to check from the second first index to the second last index. So we are iterating from the I is equal to 1 to n minus 2. Okay. So we are going to check, and then what we are in each index, what we are going to do, we are checking the left of the current index and the right of the current index and find the maximum. Okay, so sorry. So if first assume that int left max is equal to 0 and right max as also 0. Okay, we'll go while okay, um instead of 8 we can have index stored also. So what will be better? Let me think. Mm, mm, mm. No issue, we can go with this also. Okay, if we face any problem then we'll check. Okay, but we have to, then again we have to go for an index, right? No. Okay, no, it's not. We'll have for loop for that. Okay, int j is equal to I minus 1 and j should be greater than equal to 0 and j minus minus. We are checking for the left. Okay, so we are checking from the left index. Okay, so uh, left max will be math dot max of left max comma arr of j. Okay, okay, same we are going to do with right one for int j is equal to I plus 1. J will be less than n, j plus plus, and the right max will be math dot max of right max comma arr j. Okay, we get the both the maximum one. So we'll say the what is the water level. So int water level will be math dot min of left max comma right max. Okay, here if we see that we are, for this index we are checking the left max and the right max. We find left max as a 5, right max as a 4. Minimum of it will be the water level. Okay, so here we get the water level. So as we find that the block height of the block is 3 and the water level is 4, so the amount capacity of water is 1. So here we will find, okay, for this first we have, as we have faced the issue here also, that for this one, like for this block, uh, we have find that we are getting 2 as a water level, but it's not possible. So if I think also what we can do also, like we if we start from the current one it will be good, right? If we consider 4 also, then the left. Okay, what we can do also, I'm having an idea that instead of going from -1 we can go from I. So what will happen, if we go for this index, we will not have to explicitly manage the negative, like the for the case that the water level will be lesser than the block. We are if we will check the left side, here we are getting 5. For the right side we are getting 2. The minimum of it will be 2 and it is saying the water level is 2. But it's not possible, right? The water level cannot be less than the current height of the block, right? So why not to take from this one? We know that like water level cannot be less than the current block. So including this we are going to check from here to left. So we get 5, and including this we are going to check the right side. Then we'll get 4, not 2. So then the minimum of it will be 4 and we can reduce it. We don't have to manage it explicitly. So it will be great, right? So what we are going to do here, I, and without any concern we can have int capacity will be water level minus ARRI, that is the current length, current block length. Okay, okay. And what we are going to do? We will have an answer that will be 0. That will be 0 outside. Okay. We are going to do answer plus equal to capacity or water capacity. Instead of it, we can directly copy here. Why to have extra line, right? So cut it. Okay. So, and in the end we are going to return answer. I think the solution is good. We can run it. Um, okay, the test case is solved. Let's submit it. Okay, it is solved. Only one test is not solving because of time limit exceed. So let's think what is the time complexity of it and how can we improve it. So here we have for loop outside. Okay, here we have for loop outside. Okay, and inside it also we have another nested for loop, right? So the time complexity for this solution is big O of n square. Can we optimize it? Okay, let's think about it. For every iteration, what we are doing, we are checking left and we are checking right. Are we getting, like, we are checking for the left side and checking is there any like which what is the largest block that is present in the left side and what is the largest block that is there in the right side. For every step, if you check here, for the left side it is 5, for here also it is left, if you check the left side, that is 5. Why can't we have for why can't we store, we first go for every element and store the what is the left max and what is the right max for every index. Can't we do that? We can, right? And I think it will help us to reduce a nested loop. Hmm? So let's think about this. Okay, so I don't want to. Okay, let's make it this. Okay, so we'll take this array and we are going to have two extra array with us. We are going to have two extra array. Okay, the size of it is 336, so we are going to have 5 4 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, okay. For this we are going to store the left max of everything. So we are left max. So okay, I will explain it if you're not understanding. So we'll have right max here. So what we are doing, okay, we are considering 5. Okay, so 5 is like first we consider this one, like what is the maximum block. First we will store the 5. Okay, here 3. For this index we are going to check for this one. What is the maximum height block? 5. 5. So we'll have 5. Now we are going to check this one. What is the maximum? 5. For this, now we are going to check this one. We have 5. For this one, we have 5. For this one, we have 5. Okay. Now check for the right one. So for the right one, we'll start from the last, right? So here 2. So we to put the 2 as it is because there is no element. Okay. If we check this one, then it is 2. Okay. If we check this one, as the maximum of these two is 2, we'll compare with 4. 4 is greater, so 4. Okay. For this one we have 0, and for this 3 element we have 4, so the maximum will be 4 only. Okay. For this one we have 4, for this one we have 5. So how we are doing this? Because first we check the 2, first we put the 2 0, as the 2 is less than 0 is less than 2, so we are going to put 2. But now when we are entering this one, we will check the I plus 1, what is it, 2, and the correct one 4. Which one is maximum? We'll put that. Okay, then we get 0. So 0 and 4, we compare that. Which one is maximum? 4. 3 and 4, compare that. Which one is maximum? 4. 5 and 4, which one maximum? 5. Okay, so it's a left max, it's a right max. Okay, so for particular index we are with the help of these two array, we are getting what is the left max and what is the right max, which we are getting from two with these two nested loop. So we don't need these two nested loop after that. Okay, so here so here we are getting the left and right max. So what did we do after that? What we check? We check the minimum of both of them and consider it as a water level. So we can do that like that also. We'll have a water level. It's water level array. Either we'll compare it, we can compare it also, but we can have an array also. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so we'll compare these two, and the minimum it will be 5. So here the water level will be 5, block is 5, water level is 5, so there is no water. Here the minimum of it is 4, so the water level is here 4. What is the minimum of both of these index? Then it will be 4. Then the water level is here 4. Here the minimum of both of these is 4. Then the water level is 4, and but the block size is 4. So we will not consider it. Okay. Then here the minimum of it is 2. So the water level is 2. Minimum of 2 is the water level is 2. Okay. Now what we'll do? We'll reduce the element of it by the block height. So if we reduce it, then 5 minus 5 is 0. Okay, 4 minus 3 is 1, 4 minus 0 is 4, 4 minus 4 is 4, so 4 minus 4 is 0, 2 minus 0 is 2, 2 minus 2 is 0, and if we add it, we will get 7. That is the answer. So for this, the time complexity will be big O of n, as we are storing it and we are not checking it multiple times. We are doing it for one time and reusing it. So let's go to the problem and solve it. Okay, so let's have left max and right max as an array. Left max equal to new int n. Okay, int right max is equal to new int n. Okay, and for this only, like, we'll go int I is equal to 0. Okay, for that first one we will have the block size of it, so ARR 0, because we have seen that in the example also. Here here we have 5 here, and at first we are entering the 0th index as a block size, because that will be the size of it, and we don't have any left to the first one, so We'll store that first. Okay, as we have stored it for the 0th index, we'll start from 1 and go till the n minus 1 I plus plus and check the current element height, and whichever is maximum we are going to put that in that index. So left max of I will be math dot max of left max of 0 comma arr of I. Oh, not 0, sorry, I minus 1. Okay, because the I minus 1 is like for every index, the left max is considered as the maximum of the um, left block, the maximum height of the left blocks that are there in the left side. Okay, the blocks that are for every index, like if we are see the diagram also, for this one we get 5 left max because it is, if we have 5 here, then we are assuming it that the height of the block that are there in the left side, the maximum height of the block that is there in the left side will be it. Okay, so for this we are checking and having the maximum. Okay, here for the right max we are going to change the last one because there we are going to check the right, so we have to start from the right. Okay, so array n minus 1. Okay, and we'll iterate int I is equal to, okay, don't get confused with this code. It's the previous code. Okay, we are not going to use it, otherwise it's better to remove it for reduce the confusion. Okay, so okay, int I and n minus 2 I should be greater than equal to 0, and we will move towards left. Okay, so right max of I will be math dot max of right max of I plus 1. So we are considering the right maximum. What is the maximum length of block that is there in the right side with the current one, and if we find maximum current one is maximum, then we'll update it, and if you find the right max one is the maximum, then we'll make right max I will equal to the right max I plus 1. Okay, with this two for loops, which is not nested one, with this we'll get this two right max, left max and right max array. Now we are going to have the water level, which is checking the minimum of two array, and we'll update it. Okay, so let's go to this and have int we are not having right max array, sorry, int. Okay, we have to create right max array also, right, before assigning it. Okay, so here water level is equal to new int n. Okay, and we are going to update everything in this I plus plus. Okay, and water level will be minimum of the 2. So math dot min of um, right max I comma left max I. Okay, and with that only we will reduce the water. Okay, water level I will be okay. Then we'll reduce water level I with the current block length. So block length will be arr I. Okay, and in the end we will have answer is equal to 0, and for we'll add all the water level. Okay, I less than n, I plus plus, and answer plus equal to water level I, and we are returning the answer in the end. I think it will be solved. Let's test it first. Okay, we are getting the correct answer here. Let's submit it. Okay, so it is solved. As we have the time complexity as big O of n, but here we have the space complexity also big O of n, because we are taking a extra array in this. So now what can we make the time space complexity also big O of 1? We can. So for that thing, we are going to have different approach. We are going to apply different approach, that is two pointer approach. So what is two pointer approach? Okay, let's go through it. So let's take this example only, but before that we are going to clean it. Okay, and we are going to clean everything here. The video is going to be long for this one, but it's okay. If you are going to understand it, it will be worth it. You have to understand it. You have to listen carefully. Okay, so let's start this. So for this array, we are going to have a two pointer approach. So how it will be? Okay, so one pointer I will be putting here, and one pointer I will be putting here. What we are going to do? We are going to consider these two array, and okay, and as there is the height of it is 5, and for this is the height of the block is 2. Okay, so we are going to check the minimum of the 2 height, that is 2, and we are going to, as the height of it is 2, we are going to consider the water level of the minimum. Okay, what we are going to do, I'll say it again. Okay, wait, we are going to have two pointer approach. So for that also we are going to have a left max, that is 5, and the right max will be 2, as we have these things. Okay, and we have pointer I will be pointing to 0, j will pointing to n minus 1, that is okay, n minus 1, that is 1 2 3 4 5, that is 5. Okay, so uh, we are as we are doing, like we are going to check the water level for this. So what will be the water level for this? And have an answer as 0 in the beginning, because we are starting with it, and if when we are reaching through the end, we'll have the total water level here. Okay, so what is the minimum of the two? That is 2, right? So we'll consider the water level as 2. So we'll check what which one is lesser. Is the ith one, array of I is less, or array of j is less? I think array of j is less, because that is 2, right? So we will calculate the minimum of it. It will be 2. So and the array of j is also 2. So 2 minus 2 will be 0, and we'll adding to the answer, and that is 0. And compare the array of I and array of j. and which one is lesser will move toward the center of it. Okay, so as 2 is lesser, so we are going to move the jth index to the minus. We are going to reduce the jth index by 1. So now j is 4. Okay, here we have 0 comma 5. So here j is the index that is there in the jth, like is lesser, and what is the if and as we go to the go move the jth index, we'll check 0 comma 2, and check the right max and left max. Sorry, check the current block height with the right max. We have 0 and the right max has 2. What is the maximum of it? 2 is maximum, so we'll not change the right max. We'll put right max as it is. And if you compare these two, the length is 2. So what we are doing is, if you consider this, then we are reducing because reducing the repetition what we did in the previous one. If you are checking the right max and left max, if for this if we have 2 here, right, we have 2 here. If we change to this one, if we change the right pointer to if we shift the right pointer to the left, then the left max will not change. Can you see that? Because if we have 4 here also, the left max will not change because left is maximum. We have block of 5 here. Left max is maximum here. Okay, and the right max is here. We can't have 6 here, because if we have 6 here, then it might be changed. Left max might be changed, but we don't have any 6 here. If we go like this only, let's see, we will move the pointer and see whether we are getting the left max and right max as it is or not. Like what the are we getting the result that we should get or not? Okay, so for as we have 5 and 2 here, and array of I is previously we have array of I as 5 and array of j as 2. So as we have less number in the array of j, so we reduce the j 2 by 1 and move the pointer to closer to the left one. So here we have 0. So the right max will be 0 comma 2. Which one is maximum? 2. So will not change. The water level is 2 here. Okay. So if we consider this pointer also, we are getting right max is 2 and left max is 5 only. So as the water level is 2 and the block size is 0, so 2 minus 0 is 2. So we will add in the answer, that is 2. Okay. Now as we array of I is 5, array of j is 0. So we have less in j, so we'll reduce the pointer to pointer of j and we'll move to third index. Okay. Now we have 4. So then we will change the right max with this. So we'll have compare the 4 comma 2, and the maximum is 4. So we are going to change the right max as 4. And if we check for this block, we have maximum 4. For this block, we have maximum 5. Okay. As we have largest block in the left side, so I think for this we are only going to change the jth index. So I'm going to change the question a little bit. I will put a block of 6. Okay, it's a 6 size. It's not a 0. It's 6. then for this answer, then the answer will be changed. The answer will be 3. Okay, 1, 2 and 3 here. The answer should be 3. Okay. Okay. So where we are, where we were in the third index, and the height of the block is 4, and the right max is 4. So we right max is was 2. We change it to 4 as we get the maximum than the right max. Okay, cool. So minimum of left max and right max is 4. So the water level will be 4. Okay, and the block size is 4. So 4 minus 4 is 0. So we are not going to change the answer. If we add 0 to the answer, that will be same 2. Okay. Now we'll compare I and j. So array of I is 5 and array of j is 4. So we are getting array of j only less. So we are going to reduce the current index or the right index to -1. So here j will be 2. Okay. Now in the j we are getting 6. In the I we are getting 5. Okay. So oh, first thing for the 6 we are going to do that, do the operation. So for the 6 we have current index is 6. As we move the right index, so we'll check with the right max. So here 4 comma 6, which is maximum 6. So we are going to put 6 here. Okay, here the answer will not be 3. Here the answer will be 4. Okay, we have missed the upper one also. So here will answer will be 4. Okay, okay. Let's come back to the question. Where we had right max is 6. So the water level will be 5 comma 6, which is 6, and of course the water level will be this only, right? So 6, and if you reduce the current block is 6. So 6 minus 6 is 0. So we are not going to change anything here. Okay. Now we are in the j is in the second index and I is in the zeroth index, which is pointing to this two. Okay. So array of I is 5, but array of j is 6. For this case, we are getting array of I is less. So we are going to increment I because we are going to move toward the center. So here will be a 1. Okay. So the index the left left pointer will move toward the right. Okay. And now it's pointing to 3. 3 comma left max. What is the maximum? Left max is maximum. The 5 is there. So the water level for this 5 comma 6, which is minimum. 5 is minimum. So the water level for this is 5. And if we reduce the current block with if we reduce the water level with the current block, then 5 minus 3 is 2, and we are going to add 2 in the answer, that will be 4. So we are getting answer as a 4. If we consider at the height of it is a 5, then the length of the block is 3, so minus 2 is equal to 4. Now which is less? 3. So we'll move the ith block, increment the I pointer, and whenever the I and j will be equal, we'll end the loop and return the answer, which is 4. Okay. So this for this we are not having two extra array, so it is more like it is a optimized solution. So we should use this because we don't have a auxiliary space here. Okay, so let's convert this into code. Okay, so I am deleting everything. Okay, let's have the n, which is the length of the array. Okay, so int I is equal to 0 and j is equal to n minus 1, which is the last index. Okay, but and other than that we have the left max and the right max. So int left max is equal to array of I array of I, nice. And right max is equal to array of j. Initially we are going to have this, as initially we have 5 and 2, right? Left max and right max. Okay, and in the answer we are going to have 0. So we have int answer is equal to 0. Okay, now we are going to have a loop I less than j. Okay, we are going to continue this loop where until I become j. So whenever the I is less than j, we are going to continue this loop. Okay, so so we'll for this thing, first we are comparing both the pointer array, and whichever is less we'll do operation on that. So sorry, it's I opened different tab. Okay, so int okay, have left block height is equal to array of I, and int right block height as array of j. Okay, if left block height is less than, or we don't, I don't want to take a big name, so lbh left block height, rbh right block height. So we'll have left block height is equal, if lbh is less than rbh, then what we are going to do, we are going to check the left block height with the left max. Okay, we were doing. hmm? So whenever there is a, for the initial case, when we have left max as 2 and right max as 2, when we are having the left max as a 2, so we were checking, so what is the minimum of the two. Okay, so we, as we get the minimum here, so I'm checking the water level by comparing left max and right max. Okay, sorry, yeah, no, left max uh, int water level is equal to uh, math dot min of left max comma right max. Okay, what will be the water level? We are going to add answer plus equal to water level minus um, minus the block length. Okay, if LBH is less, so we are going to check the ith index. Okay, okay. And what we are going to do is where we are going to do I plus plus. Okay, and update the left max as math dot max of array left max comma array of I. Okay, or we can say array, instead of array of I, it's a left block height, and here left block height, because we have stored it here also, right? And we can directly write the array of I here also, uh, but for the other case around, we are going to check the water level as math dot min of right max, and here also we are going to check this. So instead of putting it inside, we can have outside also, so we will not have to do it twice. Okay, so and for whenever we are getting the uh, right block height as like right block height as minimum, so we are going to add the water level minus right block height. Here I have missed semicolon. Then we are going to decrement the j, and right max will be math dot max of right max comma rbh. Okay, so what we are doing here also, that we when we are changing the jth block, or we are decrementing the jth index, then what we are checking the current index with the right max, right? And whichever is maximum, we are updating the right max. Okay. Okay, I think it's done, and in the end we are going to return answer. I hope the test should be solved. Okay, it is not solving. Okay, let me see, let me think. So what will be the answer here? So here, what we did, first we checked this one and this one, and whichever is maximum, we have okay, where did I make wrong? Okay, let me think. Uh, what I did, LBH take the right block height, and we are comparing both of them, and after that, if the LBH is less than RBH, means the left block height is lesser. So I'm checking, I'm checking what comparing the water level. Okay, water level minus LBH, and adding it to the answer and doing I plus plus. And for the next iteration, I'm doing the left max. Okay. Instead of doing it outside, we should do inside. But okay. And for else condition, water level is 9. Then J minus minus. Okay, if I'm not wrong, for the last iteration, the addition is not happening, I think. But why is that? Mm, okay, okay. Math max or comma rbh is there. Okay, let me check. I think for the each iteration we should first check the left max, because first what we are doing here in the first iteration, we are checking the for having first we have pointing the I here, j here. We are checking the left, first we are having the left max is 0, right max is 0. We are checking compare the left max with the current one and right max with the current one, and then check the the left block height and right block height, which is less, and whichever is it is less, we are doing the operation on that, right? So okay, let's have this again. we are not we are not going to initialize it before, we are going to initialize it afterwards. But mm, int left max, sorry, left max will be math dot max of left max comma lbh, right right max is equal to math dot max of right max comma rbh. Okay, and I'm not going to do here, to do this here. Let's see if it is changing or not. Okay, I think why the error is happening, for the last like last iteration, it is not adding the answer. Yeah. So that's why the error is happening, I think. But now it's solved. Let's submit the solution. Okay, and it is solved. So for this solution, the time complexity will be big O of 1. Big O of n, sorry, time complexity will be big O of n, and the space complexity will be big O of 1, as we are not taking any auxiliary space. So it's a very long video because we have discussed 3 approach. I hope you have understood it. So if you like the video, then please, if you are liking these videos, then please click the like button in the YouTube channel that is there in the bottom of this video. Please like the video, and if you have any feedback, or if you have any question or query on this question, then you can comment down, and please subscribe the channel. It will help me to make more videos in the future, as it is motivating me. So till then, bye. Meet you in the next problem.